Time now for some great books.
Yes, Lori Fazio from RJ Julia is here with some spooky choices for the whole family.
Yeah, and for kids particularly, right?
Yeah, some kids like to be, spooked or scared or whatever.
Well, you were just talking about everybody likes to be a little scared, right?
Well, they say that it's deep in our brain. We have that, we just want to be scared, but you're safe. My son loves scary stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, as you guys know, I do not.
Right.
However, I don't like to be scared. There's no reason to be scared.
Yeah.
But they're, for your little ones, you really, you should know what they like and how much they can take. And so there's a little bit of everything.
All right.
So we've got some, picture books. So Sandra Boynton, who is one of my favorites, has always been. So she's got a new one out called Woodland Dance. You might remember Barnyard Dance. It's very sing-songy,
The Barnyard Dance, and they all
fun.
went to bed. That was the best bedtime book.
Really, and so this is the same thing. They all come out and they dance at night, and then, they one by one, they go off to bed, and, but the little trio is still playing their instruments, and then they wake up to the sunrise and, it's a new day. So it's really cute. It's about fall. It's a fun thing to read with your kids.
That's awesome.
We also have What is Fall, which is another board book for little ones. And it talks about, the changing leaves. It talks about, pumpkins, pie, animals, things like that, and how the leaves drop. And again, it's really, really sweet. Candy Apples goes a little bit into that, but it's not super Halloween, but it's a little introduction. And there's die cuts on the pages, and the pages are different, shapes, so the kids like to feel them and turn them, and when they're little. So it's a really good texture thing for the kids.
What age?
Babies. Babies to even 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
some 4-year-olds might like to just sit there and, they're not reading yet, so they might like to turn the pages. They can't do anything, they can't hurt it.
Right,
Yeah,
okay, very good.
Fostering that love of books.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then we've got a picture book, and this is a read aloud. This is called Hardly Haunted. So again, we're getting a little bit creepier. And so this is a house that feels like it's haunted, doesn't understand why no one lives there. And so it's like, well, maybe I could get the windows to stop creaking, and maybe the wind won't howl. And so it's trying to stay perfectly still so that maybe someone will come and live there.
Oh, that's so sad, though. I feel bad for the house.
But then a family does come to live there. What kind of family it is, you can leave up to your kid, because they look like little ghosts, but you don't necessarily have to say that if you don't want to scare your kid. And a family does come live there. There's a little kitten that's also there along the whole story. And then the house realizes maybe making noises and being hardly haunted, but maybe it isn't so bad.
Okay.
So it has a really cute end, and it's sweet, but you can decide how,
I love it.
So again, you want a little spookier, so Weird But True. These are really fun. These are for the kids that don't want to read fiction. Halloween, 300 Spooky Facts. And so there's little things like...
National Geographic, I love those little books.
The town of Keene, New Hampshire, USA set a record for lighting 30,581 jack-o'-lanterns. You can spend the night and hear a spooky bedtime story in recreated Alcatraz jail cell on Halloween night in San Francisco. So it has all these fun little facts that some are spooky, some are more, Halloween-y, and, just fun things in there.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yes. So then moving up to your middle grade readers, which is 8 to 12, we'll start with Dustin Grimm. These are about 2 siblings. One was raised with the father, one was raised with the mother. They find themselves orphaned. They come together, and now they're taking over the family business, which is, a funeral home.
Oh, I see. I like this.
What could go wrong? These siblings have never met each other, and so are they going to be able to get along? But it's a funeral home for monsters. So again, little spooky, for that 8 to 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Then we'll get really creepy. Thomas Creeper and the Gloomsbury Street.
Oh, boy.
So he's a New England author, J.A. Potter, so we always love promoting his books. And so Thomas Creeper's older son inexplicably dies. I mean, his older brother, not his older son, his older brother. And so he goes home to take over, again, a funeral home. A dead body shows up.
Oh,
This is a little creepier. This is more for 10 and up.
Okay.
So that's... again, all kinds of books at this time of year. How spooky or creepy do you want to get really depends on you and your child.
That's great.
Yeah, I love that he's a local guy, grew up in New England.
He did.
All right.
Yeah.
Apples never fall.
Okay.
All right, so where are you? Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. I'm up to the Father's Day meeting with the kids.
All the kids and Savannah.
And Savannah.
Yes. So it's just starting. So this is really where the kids are starting to have some suspicion. Savannah has told a story, and the son Logan saw on the news like a repeat of a story from some other one from years ago, and he's like, this sounds awfully similar to what Savannah's saying. So the kids are starting to have their doubts about who Savannah is. You know, and Amy, the daughter, is saying, well, maybe, you know, we should do a little more investigating. And of course, the mother is like, oh my gosh, she's cooking for me, she's cleaning for me, you know, she's so much fun to be around. And so the parents are, you know, but even Stan, the father, is starting to say, well, hasn't she been here long enough?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
so this is where we are. It's going to pick up from here. It takes off really, really quickly. I know the beginning, and on the Facebook page, I see that some of you are done. Some of you are saying it's a slow start. And yes, it's sort of a slow start. When you get to this point, which is where I brought you to, it really picks up. And the
Okay.
story, you're going to want to keep turning the pages.
Okay.
All right.
And so what I'm going to ask is that everybody try to finish it.
And Jamie,
Yes.
our producer, says
Jamie
she can
says she can
attest to
attest
that.
to
Okay,
She
great.
read 100 pages last night, which
Yeah,
is incredible.
you really wanted to. You're like, you get to the end of a chapter and you're thinking,
All right,
oh,
one
okay,
more.
I want to read more.
Yeah.
And I just have to note, you made apple crisp. For those of you that are finished, you know that apple crisp is a part of this story. So maybe you'll want to make your own apple crisp.
All right, you're going to find these wonderful books and so many more at RJ Julia Booksellers on Boston Post Road in Madison or on Main Street in Middletown.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lori.
Thank you.
Thank you.